Hello, my name is Mark Sherwood, and I want to share some information with you about how to lose weight with weights, which simply means how do you use weight training to lose weight. Well, weight training will only help you to lose weight if you use the right approach. And a lot of people think there's just one approach to lifting weights. You have to put a lot of weight on the bar. You got to lift really heavy weights. You got to rest a lot in between sets. But that's not the optimum approach for losing weight. So if you're using weights, there's a better approach. We want the right approach for weight loss. And the right approach starts with the big three. Number one out of the big three is to choose exercises that are going to work the biggest, strongest muscles of your body, because the big, strong muscles of your body burn the most calories when you use them. So that consists of the upper legs and glute muscles, the chest muscles, and the back muscles. Number two out of the big three is to do exercises that utilize more than one muscle group at a time. The more muscle groups that you use at a time, the more calories you're going to burn. Number three is to include an exercise that requires a large range of motion. So if you do an exercise in which you have to really move the weight a long ways, then that requires a lot of work, and all that work is going to burn calories. So let's go back to the first of the big three, which is to use the biggest muscles of the body. And that consists of the legs, chest, and back muscles. Well, what are some exercises that will help you to accomplish that? Some of the best exercises for the leg muscles are squats and lunges. And not only do squats and lunges work the leg muscles, but they also work multiple muscle groups, including the lower back muscles, the abs, and the obliques as stabilizing muscles. And we're going to also consider the chest muscles. And what are some good exercises for the chest muscles? Well, pushing exercises such as bench presses and incline presses with barbells and dumbbells are really good for the chest muscles. The advantage of pushing motions is that they work multiple muscle groups. Not only do they work the chest, but they work the front deltoid muscles in the front of your shoulders and the tricep muscles in the back of your arms. So let's move on to back muscles. And for back muscles, you can do pulling motions such as lat pull downs, seated pulley rows, or bent over rows with barbells or dumbbells. And not only do pulling motions work your back muscles, but they work multiple muscle groups, including the rear deltoids in the back of your shoulders and the bicep muscles in the front of your arms. Now, you also want to include exercises that require a large range of motion. So we want to get at least one exercise in there like that. And those exercises are exercises where the weight starts very low and ends up very high and covers a large range of motion. Examples would be kettlebell swings, kettlebell clean and press, where the kettlebell starts all the way on the floor and ends up all the way over your head on every rep. And then barbell cleans, where the bar starts down on the floor and you clean the bar up to your shoulders or even lift it over your head. Now, you don't have to do all of the exercises that I just showed you, just choose 4. And that would form a circuit of 4 exercises. But your circuit should include a leg exercise, a chest exercise, an exercise which requires a large range of motion, and a back exercise. So let's look at an example of a circuit that we just talked about with 4 exercises. The first exercise could be squats. The second exercise would be a pushing exercise such as incline presses. And then third would be kettlebell swings. Fourth would be seated pulley rows. And you would do each of those exercises for one set of 10 reps. After you've done every exercise for one set of 10 reps, you would have completed a circuit, and the goal is to repeat a lot of circuits to burn a lot of calories. Now, if you want your workouts to be the best possible, then you need to follow some guidelines that help you to really lose weight. So follow these guidelines when doing your workouts. Now, the first guideline is to use light weights. The weights should permit 30 reps per set. But you're only going to do 10 reps per set because you will be doing a lot of sets. So you don't want to overdo it on any one set. You want to be able to also move quickly from set to set. So do as much work as possible within each exercise session by moving quickly from set to set with little to no rest time between sets, because rest between sets does not burn calories. And in order to move quickly, you got to do fast reps and also use good form. Fast reps allow you to perform the most amount of work in the least amount of time, and this is what's going to help you to burn calories. So we're going to take a look at fast reps. What do we mean by fast reps? It means 1 second up and 1 second down, which equals 2 seconds per reps. This means that sets of 10 reps should take 20 to 25 seconds at the most. Now, some exercises like cleans where you have to move the bar a long way from the floor all the way up to your shoulders or over your head, those exercises may take 30 seconds or more because you have to move the bar so far for each rep. But your goal is to do one circuit of 4 sets every 2 minutes. Now, even though you're moving quickly through your exercises, you still want to use good exercise form, which means smooth, controlled lifting motion, a full range of motion. Don't bounce at the bottom of your squats or the bottom of your bench presses, or bounce or jerk on any of your exercises. And your final goal then is to do 10 to 12 circuits in 20 to 30 minutes. Now, that's the equivalent of 40 sets or to 48 sets in 20 to 30 minutes. If you're super ambitious, you might want to try to get 15 circuits in within 30 minutes. You also want to do this workout 3 times per week. And you got to work your way into it. So if you're a beginner, start out with 3 circuits of 4 exercises, or just start with the number of circuits that you're comfortable with, and then add a circuit every 1 to 2 weeks until you reach 10 to 12 circuits. Now, you can follow all these exercise procedures, but you have to combine the exercise with a reasonable diet. So men, keep your calories down to 1,500 per day. And ladies, keep your calories down to 1,200 per day. Now, that's just a starting place, and it can be adjusted. So if you're not losing any weight, then you decrease little by little until you start to lose weight. Or if you feel like you're losing weight really fast, or you're just super tired and you're feeling sick because you're not getting enough calories and too much exercise, then you can adjust the calories upward as needed. But you need both a good exercise program, follow these guidelines, and a good diet. So I hope you have fun with this, and I wish you much success.